12 people are trapped. One person is dead in the rescue operation underway right now at Mollie Kathleen Mine Tour in Cripple Creek. That mine is located on the east side of Cripple Creek, just across Highway 67 from the Cripple Creek Heritage Center. It's about an hour drive from Colorado Springs to get there. The Teller County Sheriff gave an update during a news conference earlier this afternoon. He says 11 people have been rescued, including children. However, he says 12 people remain trapped right now at the bottom of the shaft, 1,000 feet below the surface of the mine. He says around noon today, a mechanical issue with what is essentially an elevator that lowers people into the mine happened at about 500 feet down. Well, now crews are trying to figure out the safest way to get them out. We have team coverage for you tonight, beginning with News 5's Eleanor Sheehan. Eleanor, what's the latest on the rescue effort?
Diane, the sheriff here in Teller County tells me the hope is to get that elevator back up and running so they can bring the 12 tourists who are stranded at the bottom of the mine shaft back up to the surface. But he says they're not going to do that until they absolutely know it is safe to do so. They do have backup rescue plans in place. The sheriff says rope teams from the Colorado Springs Fire Department are on scene to help with the rescue if needed. As for the conditions at the bottom of the mine, the sheriff says they're good. He says the people who are trapped, they have water, they have chairs and blankets. He says they have been told that there was a problem with the elevator, and there are efforts right now happening to try to fix that.
From the state of Colorado, we have their engineers coming also to really inspect the elevator to make sure. Because what I want to make sure before we bring up an elevator with people on it, that it's safe, that this vehicle is safe for them to get to the surface. And right now, what I know right now is that they are safe at that 1,000-foot level.
The sheriff says there were 2 children on the elevator. They are being offered mental health resources. No children are trapped in the mine right now. So back here at the Mollie Kathleen Mine in Cripple Creek, 12 people remain stuck in the mine shaft. That's 1,000 feet below the surface. Crews are working right now to try to find the quickest way, but most importantly, the safest way to get those individuals out. In Cripple Creek, Eleanor Sheehan, News 5.
Eleanor, thank you. The mining industry is what put Cripple Creek on the map, and it has a long history for the area. News 5's Piper Vaughn spoke with people in Cripple Creek about this situation. She's joining us live tonight. She has their reaction. Piper.
Yeah, Diane, it's been about 6 hours that these 12 people have been trapped inside that mine shaft. Reaction from this community is worry, fear, and hope.
Shane Hansford has lived in Cripple Creek since the 90s. He tells me he's taken the gold mine tour and been down that shaft.
I'd be petrified. I mean, it's 1,000 feet. You travel down there quick. But it's been years since I've been down there, and it's like, I know it's pitch black because they turn all the lights off. You know? So I'd probably be freaking out right now.
We spoke with many people, including Marilyn Callahan, who's lived in Cripple Creek for 20 years. She tells me she has confidence in their crews working to help those trapped 1,000 feet underground.
I just hope that whatever it is, they can get those people out. I believe that they can. There's so much technology now.
People here in Cripple Creek tell me they just want the 12 people trapped to get out safely and as soon as possible.
Hurry up, come on, let's get out.
Governor,
a lot more activity has been going on in this area. I'm going to step aside just to kind of show you what this looks like. A lot more activity has been picking up. That yellow building, rescuers have recently just climbed, and we don't know the details as to what they are doing, but activity is definitely picking up in this area. But for the residents, they tell me how much they rely on tourism from this mine, and they're worried about what the future holds. In Cripple Creek, Piper Vaughn, News 5.
A lot of people worried for them tonight. Piper, thank you. Governor Jared Polis released a statement in response to the incident. He says he's spoken with the Teller County Sheriff and County Commissioners, and that, quote, the state is assisting Teller County in sending resources to rescue those inside the mine. We will do everything possible and assist the county to ensure a speedy and safe resolution of the situation. The governor says he will stay in touch through the course of this rescue incident. And when we learned about the rescue, we wondered what is done to keep tourists safe at mines. So we looked into the safety history of the mine. News 5 senior reporter Megan Cloherty is joining us now to explain how these mines are inspected. Megan.
Well, Diane, the state requires that tourist mines be inspected daily. This includes inspection of not only the mine itself, but the mine conveyance equipment, which would include its elevator. However, looking at the state's mine inspection guidelines, it simply says that the mine must be, quote, designate a competent person to conduct a daily inspection, and does not specify any expertise that person needs to have to conduct the inspection. State inspections of the tourist mines fall to the Colorado Division of Reclamation, Mining and Safety, which has the power to shut down an operation if they find any point of concern that would threaten health or safety. Sheriff Jason Mikesell says the last time the family-owned tourist attraction had an incident that was safety-related was back in 1986, but he did not say what the safety issue was. No one at the scene could share the last time the mine was inspected. And of course, we put in a request to the state for that information. But meanwhile, I reached out to the owner of another tourist mine in Colorado, the Hitty Gold Mine Tour near Blackhawk. Owner Chris Stone tells me that his mine is inspected annually by the state, and sometimes they can conduct multiple times a year. He says it's been that way for 20 years. In studio, Megan Cloherty, News 5.
Important information, Megan. Thank you. The Mollie Kathleen Mine is no longer a working mine. According to the mine's website, it operated from 1890 until 1961 when the price of gold dropped, forcing it to close. Tourists have been going 1,000 feet deep into the mine since the 1930s. The mine is named for Mollie Kathleen, the first woman in Cripple Creek gold camp to discover gold. It quickly became a booming business, with miners really clamoring to work there because the pay was so high for the time. The mine was one of the longest working mines in Cripple Creek, according to the mine's website. It planned to close for the season this Sunday.